It's time. What's going on, beautiful people? I'm the Grandmaster, and I also go by D.Rey, bringing you guys week number 3 of the BBR, where your SoCal Annihilation will take on the homie T.Rey, coach of the Indianapolis Cobalians, I believe is what his team name is. If you're excited for this matchup, do me the massive favor and rage fist that thumbs up button. And if you're new, por favor, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, hit the bell button to get notified every single time we post a new video. The small amount of time it takes for you to hit that like and sub button really truly does help me out a lot, so please just check if you're subbed. Spoilers, guys. 3, 2, 1, we took an L last week against Jack. No shame though, Jack is a fantastic competitor. We fell short, man, and we honestly didn't stick to the game plan. There's a lot of moves that I didn't click that I should have clicked in scenarios that I planned for, but that's Pokemon. Kind of got psyched out a little bit, but that's okay. We got to bounce back big this week. Today we take on the Prince of the BBR, champion of the D-League, T.Rey. Wow. It's going to be a good matchup. Make sure you leave a comment down below what your predictions are before we hop on into it. We're going to talk about the team, what we brought, why we brought it, all that fun jazz, and just hop on into the matchup. So if you're good to go, pull up a chair, get your popcorn ready, and hit the lights. Beautiful people, we're back. Here's the matchup. T.Rey and his Indianapolis Cobalians is in the green. Our squad is in the purple on the far left. T.Rey's got a pretty threatening squad, man. The first thing that sticks out, as you can see, the terrestrialized captain is Espathra. Dude, Espathra is gross. Basically, we're going to be playing the survival game, and the may the fortune be in our favor against Espathra. Espathra is terrifying in fire. It's his captain. He's got Garchomp, Meowscarada, Quackleval. He's got Klefki, Rotom Heat, Mesprit, which was a snipe, Ursaring, fantastic mon, Muckalola, Driftblim, and Cloth. So looking at the matchup, we do have the speed advantage, which is fantastic. He's got spikes and stealth rocks in the form of the Garchomp, spikes in the Klefki, as well as spikes and T-spikes in the Meowscarada. There's also rocks on the Cloth and the Mesprit, Defog on the Driftblim, and Rapid Spin on the Quackleval. So not the best hazard removal, but that's kind of the theme of this generation. The 6 mons, if I were to predict were going to come, we're thinking Garchomp, Meowscarada, Quackleval, Klefki, Rotom Heat, and Espathra. We're gonna just try our best to really we're gonna try our best. We're just gonna try our best. Espathra's gonna be really tough to overcome, and we really have to try our best to not just lose that single Pokemon. We could be up like by a lot, and all of a sudden the Espathra is just gonna turn around and put in the absolute finest against us. So hopefully we can come up with a little sum to do our best against that Pokemon. With Terra, Espathra is just absolutely bananas. But the Pokemon we're going to go ahead and be bringing is up on screen now. So first one off the squad is going to be Aria. We have Sylveon showing up. We have Hyper Voice, Quick Attack, Wish, and Protect. As you can see, we're pretty heavily physically defensive invested with a little bit of special attack. His entire team gets worked by the Fairy typing. Fairy types are going to be... The Fairy offensively is very good against his squad, so Hyper Voice is going to be very spammable. Quick Attack is fantastic for priority on the really fast mons that are really weak to Fairy. Things like Quackleval, things like Meowscarada if it's still got the Dark typing onto it. And if the Espathra, which we anticipate comes Terra Fighting, also is weak to Quick Attack, which is fantastic. Wish and Protect is to help keep Sylveon relatively healthy and the rest of the squad. But honestly, this is here to mostly check the Garchomp, here to check the Meowscarada, here to check the Quackleval. Actually, a lot is on its shoulders, which is unfortunate, but also offensively, Sylveon does really, really well, and is acting as a good cleric against the entirety of T.Rey's team. So Sylveon's got a big role to fill this week, but hopefully Aria's up to the task. Next up we have is OnlyFans, our Iron TREADS. OnlyFans has the Assault Vest. We have Earthquake, Stone Edge, Ice Spin, or Rapid Spin, 4 attacks. A little bit more special defense investment to be able to tank a Overheat from a non-offensive Rotom, as well as a possible hit from the Espathra, which would be really nice. So I was going to run heavy duty boots, but having that survivability against the Rotom or the Espathra could be really nice. Stone Edge is primarily there for the Rotom and the Drifblim. Earthquake is very spammable against this team. Ice Spinner handles 4 times super effective damage on the Garchomp, as well as super effective damage on the Meowscarada if it still has the grass typing, obviously, because the protein ability does change its type. So that's a thing. Rapid Spin's really nice to remove hazards. I don't want to keep hazards on our field. As you can see, Thundy's on the squad, and Thundy's not coming with heavy duty boots, so maintaining spikes and stealth rocks off our side of the field is very, very crucial. We have Roman T showing up, our Terra Captain. During mocks, this actually wasn't on the team, but honestly, not having the Terra Captain really puts you at a handicap. So I removed Decidueye and added Thundurus here. Thundurus is acting as a choice Scarfer with enough speed to outspeed a Scarfed Rotom Heat, as well as a +1 Quackle, because +1 Quackle with Moxie boost is going to be gross. For those who don't know, Aqua Step, it's a signature ability, and it does give it a +1 speed boost every time it uses that one move. So to avoid that thing snowballing our team, we have this to come in on the first speed boost, outspeed it and kill it with Thunderbolt or Volt Switch. We're rocking both pivot moves because U-turn is very crucial to be able to pivot out onto from the Garchomp, because we do not outspeed that Pokemon and it does do big damage to us with things like Stone Edge. And U-turn does 4 times super effective damage to the Meowscarada as well. So being able to have that pivot momentum is going to be really crucial. But honestly, all we really need is just ice and electric coverage. Bolt beam coverage is fantastic, which is why this thing is our Terra Captain. We have Terra Ice, so Terra Blast does turn into ice. Being able to spam Terra Ice when the opportunity arises is going to be fantastic. But Volt switching around his team once Garchomp is gone is going to be absolutely huge. So this mon is going to be a big pivot and a big breaker for us, and to avoid not auto losing to the Quackle, and being able to outspeed and really do big damage to the Meowscarada is going to be absolutely huge, because his faster threats are very frail. So having a fast Pokemon that hits this fucking hard is going to be fantastic. We got Mr. Joyo Girl, we got the Dunsparce, and this makes the entire team, finally after week number 3, the entire squad has shown up. So we have utilized all of our agents, all of our team players, they've all seen the field, which is really cool. Body Slam, Rock Slide, Stealth Rock, and Roost. Now here's the thing, this is one of our main, this is the Hail Mary, bro. This is the Hail Mary to not lose the fucking Espathra, man. We're just gonna click body press and hope for the best. I didn't want to run Glare here because Espathra can easily run Substitute, which would really fuck us over. So Body Slam's gonna be able to break that sub and have that 60% chance because of Serene Grace to paralyze it anyway. If we could paralyze that Espathra, it becomes immensely more easy to deal with. Rock Slide is there for the Rotom Heat and for the Drifblim. We can't really do much damage or touch the Klefki, but that's perfectly fine. If we can get a paralysis on that mon, that would be good. We also brought Will-O-Wisp on B-dubs, as you can see on your screen. One of the 2 statuses will be fantastic on Klefki. We can't really hit it very hard, but luckily enough, it doesn't get reliable recovery outside of Leftovers and Draining Kiss. So chip damage on Klefki is going to be fantastic regardless. I want to set up Stealth Rocks pretty early because it helps me scout to see what the Rotom's holding. If it's holding heavy duty boots, this means it's not scarfed, which is great, so we don't have to worry about any trick shenanigans. Roost is there for longevity. Or Max Spadef to be able to chew Espathra hits as best we possibly can. Honestly, this is a prayer. Honestly, the Dunsparce is going to be our saving grace. No pun intended. Next up we have is the WinCon is Sneasler. We have Freddy showing up. We got the Unburdened White Herb set this week. Enough speed to outspeed an Adamant max speed Meowscarada by 1 point, because we don't outspeed it otherwise if it's max speed. So if we can creep in something else, that'd be great. We also outspeed a no speed boosted max speed, I should say, Espathra. With the Unburdened boost, we'll be really fast, so we'll be sitting kind of pretty. Close combat, Dire Claw, Rock Slide, and Swords Dance. If I can set up a Swords Dance and I have things in range, that's GG. I do want to be able to preserve Sneasler as best I possibly can. In its White Herb, Unburdened does double our speed, which is fantastic. It outspeeds a +1 Espathra, which is great. It also outspeeds a Choice Scarfed Meowscarada, which is fantastic. Dire Claw, as you can see from week 1 against Kyle. Shout out to my boy. It can do some great stuff. Rock Slide's there for Rotom and for Drifblim, and the same reasons that it's on the Dunsparce. Close Combat's there for our stab and to drop our defenses and activate our White Herb, thus bringing our Unburden. I really hope that this can pop off. It's a big threat, so hopefully it does. Next up we have is Talonflame. Talonflame showing up with Brave Bird, Roost, Will-O-Wisp, and U-Turn. We have some investment in HP and defense. A little bit of attack. We have enough attack to be sure that we always OHKO a no HP invested Quackleval after rocks, which would be fantastic. But we have a lot of defense investment to be able to switch into things like Meowscarada, switch in things like the Garchomp, which is really tough to deal with, and Will-O-Wisp and burn that, which makes it much more exponentially easily to deal with. U-Turn's there for pivot momentum, Roost is there for longevity. Flame Body is going to be really nice for things like Dragon Claw, Garchomp if we can't get a Will-O-Wisp off, things like knockoff on the Meowscarada, which would be really fantastic. Burning things that are... His offense is mainly physically derived, so if we can get a Will-O-Wisp off, that'd be fantastic. So that's why we didn't want to run Glare to unintentionally glare and paralyze things that we want to burn. We're going to save that damage for the Espathra, essentially. So this is a team, guys. We're going to try our absolute best. The matchup is not in our favor. We literally have the worst Espathra matchup, I think, in history. T-Rey is really going to have his way if he leads with that thing. So hopefully we can do our absolute best. Leave your support by commenting down below what you guys think about the team. Leave a like on the video, and if you're good to go, guys, let's get it popping. Let's transition on into the game. Let's see what we could do. See you on the battlefield. Alrighty, gente hermosa, we're here. We're in the matchup. We're connected with T-Rey. Shout out to T-Rey for making the room. Also, shout out to T-Rey for being patient. Of course, every single time I play fucking Draft League games, everything goes to shit. So I had a lot of technical difficulties. And I appreciate you being patient, waiting it out for me, brother. We're in a battle. I liked the Nemona. I also like the Gym Leader one. The Gym Leader is actually kind of fire. So let's get it. Boom. Here are the mons. We anticipate him bringing right up above our head. Muck and Ursaring are here. Okay. Muck and Ursaring. Our lead maintains the same, right? I have notes for myself because I actually had to write notes actually to myself and put it on the side because I straight up lost last week because I derived from my game plan. So I have it right there so I don't fuck up. So no keys is actually really good. High key, really fucking good. So I'm very excited to not see the keys because having a Prankster T-Wave on my Sneasler in the end game would have been really annoying. High key. So not seeing that mon is fantastic. So there's Bear. Got 30 seconds. What else am I excited to not see? He brings the Espathra, obviously, but he doesn't bring Meowscarada, which is actually quite interesante. Instead, in its place, he brings the Muck. We're gonna go ahead and lock that in. There's Muck. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, he's been really liking Muck. I do watch a lot of, or every one of T-Rey's videos. And he's been bringing Muck a lot and using it to great success. Chomp, Espathra, Heat, Bear, Quack, and Muck. Good luck, have fun to my brother T-Rey. Let's make it a fantastic matchup. I hope you guys are excited. This is week 3 of the BBR. Let's get things on and popping. I'm stoked. Oh, brothers. Man, let's get it. We got Rotom lead. Perfectly fine. So it's in my best interest just to U-turn out here. We don't really do much damage to this Pokemon. We do outspeed 100% of the time, no matter what. So being able to get a U-turn off would be fantastic. He doesn't know if I'm Terra Ice or Flying. Both actually into his team work really well. So we'll see what he decides to play with. But getting a U-turn off is going to be fantastic. What we go into is probably going to be Dunsparce, unfortunately. But that's just the cards that we dealt. Let's get it. What does he want to do here? Does he trick me? He doesn't Volt Switch. He probably does Volt Switch. I remember bringing Mr. Drew, yo girl. He could Volt Switch for sure. Kind of put me in that disadvantageous position. I wouldn't be surprised. Overheat. This does how much? 316. 454 minus 316. That did 138 points of damage. Alright. I have 3 screens, by the way, now, which is a fucking command center. And I love it. Rotom. I feel like that did a lot. Or max Badef. Overheat did 138 points of damage. The Dunsparce? The Dunsparce, Mr. Drey, yo girl. It did a lot. 138. Are you max special attack? No. You've got some investment though. No, that looks like a mid-roll for no special attack investment, which is fantastic. This is a good opportunity for us to get up our rocks. That way, if this thing is not heavy-duty boots, gives us a little bit more information, which would be great. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Choice Scarf, because he just straight up wanted to attack me. Brings in Muck, which is great. Now, what wants to lose this item? Nothing really, which is really quite unfortunate. Who's his rocker? Garchomp. Garchomp's a good rocker. See, I don't want to lose my Assault Vest, but losing my Assault Vest in this matchup with so many special attackers is not the worst thing in the world, so I kind of just want to bring in OnlyFans. I don't think that he could click Drain Punch, it's kind of no drawback if he wants to do that, but against a Dunsparce, I don't think that's the play, so I'm going to bring in TREADS. On a Poison move, on Knockoff, I think it's just the most expendable item here. Let's call it back and see what we got. And I'm sorry that I'm glazed. Like I said in the team builder, if you guys watched it, make sure you watch it. It's hot. And if you can hear my fan, I apologize. 206. That's a lot. Did a bunch. Muck. Are you bulky too? 115 points of damage. You've got... No, you're a bulky boy. So bulky Rotom, bulky Muck. It makes a lot of sense. So, my play here is to just click Stone Edge, because his play is to bring in the Rotom. So I'm gonna call the Rotom, and I'm gonna click Stone Edge on that bitch. He should bring in Rotom, because he does not want to risk this unless it's Sugar Berry. Which in that case... Shit. But I think running the risk of trying to catch that Rotom off rip, I think is gonna be great. Because if it is max HP, it does withdraw. But I just noticed, did he name it D.Rey? Did he name that D.Rey? That's a good nickname. Oh my dong. Give it to him. Give it to him. Let's go, baby. Boom. Let's go. Ah. Let's get it, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. TREADS. KO. That is huge. That is gargantuan. Iron TREADS, baby, you came to play. Iron TREADS, you came to play, big brother. Let's get it. This is one of our MVPs. We're in week 3. This is already one of our MVPs. Week 1, my man's took on a Baxcalibur. Week 2, this dude takes on, what was the biggest threat that on Gravy's team? Roaring Moon? Yeah, Roaring Moon. Poor guy. Shout out to TREADS, bro. What's up, Quack? Why do I still need this? It's good for the Muck. I think I should just bring in Arya. It's gonna be our best bet, I believe. I could just get off damage. I really wish I had Volt Switch. I'm surprised he brought this Pokemon in. No Clef Key means that this is nice. Rapid Spin's gonna be gargantuan though. I may just want to get damage off, to be completely honest with you guys. 51%. I kind of just want to attack him. I kind of just want to hit him. Why do I... oh, man. How do I deal with the Muck otherwise? No, Muck's kind of a problem. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to bring in Arya. So, Arya should be able to chew whatever he wants to go for. Aqua Step to a max... It's his Adamant, max attack, Quack. There's 38 max to Arya. And there's no rocks up on the field. He could just try to Rapid Spin. He does. Which is perfectly fine. If I just attacked him, that'd have been crazy. But now we get the freest of Hyper Voices, which is fantastic. His switch-in probably is Assault Vest Muck if it is Muck. If this thing's specially defensive and it's holding an Assault Vest, it's going to chew this hit. So I'm gonna go ahead and click Hyper Voice and find that information out. If Muck is vested, it for sure comes in here now. So he's got, okay, so Quack has Spin and U-Turn. Spin. U-turn. That's actually really good. That's really, really good. U-turn kind of gives me the impression that he's not one of those snowball sets. How much do you take? Oh, that's not a lot. It did... How much damage is that? It did like... If it's vested, max SPDEF, 15, that's like... 20? So I think he's vested. He's just not fully invested. So I'm gonna go ahead and find out what he wants to do. Does Muck get T-spikes? I don't want to let him get T-spikes up. If he clicks Drain Punch in front of this, then I think he's crazy. I think he's kind of nuts. But we put a lot of pressure on with Don Fan here with Iron Treads. He does go for the Drain Punch in front of. Okay. All right. Well, now we get a free Earthquake off, which is fantastic. We're just gonna click the button. Just do damage off whatever wants to come in here. A knockoff would actually be great though, to be completely honest with you. But I think that Earthquake is just the overall better bet, just to get damage. This man actually made the prediction. Well, to be fair, we did the same thing with Rotom, right? We just fucking shafted him. Stuck that rock straight up that Rotom's ass. Turned that sumbitch sideways. I'm having so much fun. I'm sorry I'm so glazed. If you can hear the fan, I apologize, team. It's San Diego in the summertime, baby. We got the fuckboy cutoff t-shirt. We're vibing. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Not a vibe. I don't know what he wants to do. He could bring an Ursaring to try to chew a hit. He's taking his sweet time. And he's taking his sweet time when he was supposed to make your timer, the personal timer, 30 minutes, T-Row, instead of 20, which is the rules of the BBR. Ursaring, if he's Eviolite, max HP is going to take 32 min, which is great. Oh, he goes in a Garchomp. That's interesting. I kind of want to find out if this thing is scarfed. Nah, we don't do that. Not just yet. I think we go B-dubs. B-dubs was here for Meowscarada more so. And now that Meowscarada's not here, I can always scout for Scarf. So if he wants to click Earthquake, he can do so. If he's gonna click fucking rocks, my man, he's a madman. Okay. So if he is Scarfed, he's going to switch. His switch in, I don't want to Will-O-Wisp with the fucking Ursaring. So I'm actually just gonna U-turn out here. He's Scarfed. So I would assume he's Scarfed, but he also doesn't want to get burnt. So technically TBD. Garchomp. Scarf? Question mark. We don't know yet. But we get free Earthquakes every single time. Free Earthquakes. He doesn't have it to resist. It's going to do big damage to everything. Having this thing, I'm glad that we kept Iron Treads. He's doing the absolute finest right now. So we're gonna click Earthquake. We gotta maintain the pressure. If the Chomp really is Scarf, that's really good because there's not gonna be any kind of like setup hazard set, which means that Thundy can do the utmost here. This thing being gone is really gonna open up not only Sylveon, but also Thundurus, which would be really good for us in the end game. This being Sol Vested actually makes a lot of sense. If I was to bring in Garchomp now, that would be great. You can go Darkrai, that's the Garchomp. I think that we may actually just change it up here now. If he's gonna go for... How much do we take from a Stone Edge with Sylveon? Garchomp. He's probably gonna be Jolly, I would assume. AG lead, 252 attack, Jolly nature. If he's got Stone Edge. He has to land it too, right? Why would we need Quack? Quack doesn't... Well, having a burn on the Muck is actually really, really nice. But I also have established the fact that without this thing, I can't break Muck. So I think that I just go ahead and do the same thing anyway. Or I can go into this on the Dragon move. I'm gonna do that. Or max defense Sylveon. So a Stone Edge does 31 max. Earthquake does not 2-hit KO us. He does go for the Stone Edge, which is fantastic. So now I can just click the freest of... You know what I can do now? I can double back into TREADS. TREADS has... How much HP does TREADS have? 98? Can I take 2? Stone Edge does a max of 27 points. I take 2 of them. Let's do it. Why the fuck not, right? Let's go back into this. I think this thing's scarfed. So he stays in, which is fine. I'm convinced that this thing is choice scarfed. I'm convinced. So I can take 2 of these easily, and then we fire off another Earthquake, which is great. And if he outspeeds us, he confirms it, and we chew another Stone Edge, and he misses. I'm sorry, T-Row, that did nothing though, which is great. High crit move, but you know, it is what it is. TREADS got 2 kills, baby. 2, give him 2 for the 2 time, baby. Ah, let's go, TREADS. KO, chomp. Let's go, TREADS. Young money, cash money. Got that young Michelin on him, baby. Why are you here, sir? I mean, I still need. If I can get a wish up on this, I think that would be fantastic. You know what I could have done? I could have gotten a wish there before, but that's okay. I'm actually gonna bring back in Arya. Let's bring back in Arya. How much damage do I do with Earthquake? Aqua Step. Not today. From 366 to 239. You know what's crazy? This set would have been 366 minus 239. Would have been great to bring Decidueye, but shout out to Sven in my front office. He brought Ice Spinner, Snowball, Quackle and I fucking got roasted. So, now we click Hyper Voice for absolute free. I actually think I Wish though, to be honest. I think Wish is just the better play. Keeping this thing healthy is very much so a priority. And I'm sorry that I didn't take Garchomp off the layout, guys. So, we're sitting pretty. We seem to be in a pretty solid position here. We still have Talonflame to outspeed this Pokemon when it doesn't have an Aqua Step going on. How much damage do I take from a Poison Jab from the Muck? I think that he's gonna try to predict me bringing in TREADS. Yeah. So Poison Jab does a hunk and chunk. It does do a hunk and chunk. I will not cap. I will not lie to you guys. Here's what we're gonna do. Instead, we're gonna bring in. Do I keep this healthy? I think I have to keep this thing healthy, right? Nah, what we do is we're gonna bring in B-dubs, and I'm gonna see if I can catch a burn on the Drain Punch. If I can catch a burn on the Drain Punch, I think that would be so good for us. Plus, this thing is very expendable because of the Meowscarada not being here. And then a Drain Punch is gonna be chew 12%. There it is. Burn. 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 Bitch. Okay. So I am going to click Will-O-Wisp. If Ursaring comes in, so be it. Kind of is what it is. We're just going to do as much damage on it as we possibly can. What was that chime? Was that my subscribe chime? Did someone just subscribe to the channel? Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I heard it in my headphones. Getting a burn on this would be top tier. Oh, yes. Yes. Don't be lum. You're vested, right? There's no way you did choose fucking Hyper Voices otherwise. Log off. You can have my boots. He gets the Poison Touch. That's okay. We've already... Brave Bird on this thing would be really nice for the Quack. I will honestly admit. So I think that we do now bring in Sylveon and start to chew stuff. Getting Sylveon poison would actually kind of suck though, but I think that what we can do is U-turn out into the boy. At +2, how much damage do I do? I'm gonna get Sneasler on here with Ursaring. If he's max defense or max HP with Eevee Light, +2 close combat has a chance to kill him after rocks if he's got no defense investment. This thing being here is really nice. I'm just gonna start firing Thunderbolts, honestly. I'm just gonna start firing Thunderbolts, to be completely honest with you. Drain Punch, knock off, Poison Jab. It's burn. Memento. Interesting. I'm gonna Volt Switch because he's bringing in this spot threat, and my heart, it just fell in to the bottom of my stomach, and my schlong is hiding deep inside with it. Here comes the fucking duck / ostrich Lady Gaga looking motherfucker, and I am absolutely terrified. I don't know what I'm gonna do except for try my best to Volt Switch out on that Pokemon and then bring in Dunsparce and kind of hope to see what the fuck is gonna go on. Oh! Word? Well, I'm gonna Volt Switch because I'm scarfed. That did a lot of damage. And I'm at -2. That's what it does, right? Are you Flame Orb? Flame on! At -2? For real? Huh? Are you Flame Orb? Flame on! Not Ursaluna, Ursaring. Huh? Yeah, you're about to flame up. Oh, that's not good. Well, all right then. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the safest bet, which is you for right now, because I do still have Thundy to take care of the Quackle Ball. This is we've established to be the most expendable member. He's gonna Trailblaze and burn? Do you have Facade? No. I don't want to burn you, but now he's +1. 252. We'll call him Jolly. I outspeed him. So there's the Flame Orb at +1 speed. Ursaring does not outspeed Talonflame. So my play is to Brave Bird and do as much damage as I can. And then click Quick Attack. If it's not max HP, this does 47 minimum to 57, which means that there could be there's a universe where this could actually kill after the burn. I do outspeed guaranteed, which is fantastic. We're in a good spot. Muck KO'd itself on Thundy. All right, so he's in quick attack range. Facade. Ursaring. This is terrifying. KO. Talonflame. Okay. How much damage do you do to quick attack? And do I outspeed with Sneasler? Because if that's the case, I think now's the time. Jolly max speed at +1 does not outspeed Sneasler. With the investment, Jolly max speed Ursaring, level 100 +1 after a Trailblaze. Jolly does not outspeed Freddy. So I'm gonna click Dire Claw. It's the safest bet. Fire. Is this better anytime as ever to just get this done? Like, do I even need the fucking Unburden? When will I ever get this off? Might as well try to get as much damage as I can if he's gonna try to boost. I'm gonna close combat, get my Unburden. Let's get it. Here we are. It's time. It's time. Let's get it, Freddy. Nightmare on fucking Elm Street, bitch. Show up, get knocked out. Let's get it. I'm shaking. Sneasler. KO. Ursaring. Interesting. Trailblaze. Is that just the wall break? That's an interesting set. I'm curious about what that was about. Cool brain though. I dig it. Mi corazoncito. I'm harnessing my inner Druby. I'm very excited. Let's go. We have lost Talonflame, and that seems to be about it. We still have the Dunsparce. We still have Sylveon. We are in a good position. Hello, sir. That fucking ostrich, the Lady Gaga looking motherfucker is here. And his name is Ojo. I said Owen. Did he call it? Does he look like Lady Gaga? What's the fucking thing here? Espatra. All right. I have to hit it. Max speed, timid, +1. Do I still outspeed? I do. So I'm gonna have to Dire Claw him. Does fighting resist poison? No. Let's Dire Claw him. If he tears into the fire type, I'm gonna be very upset I didn't click Rock Slide though. It should be terrifying. It should be terrifying. It should be terrifying always. It should always be terrifying. It's fire! Why are you fire? Why are you fire? Into the fire. Sleep him. Sleep him. Go, 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 go. Sleep. Let's go. Ah, damn. Damn, damn, damn. That would have been so flames. That's the first Dire Claw I've ever clicked that it didn't sleep. I'm like 4 for 4, which is really funny. All right, so Mr. Drill Yo Girl, do your stuff, my friend. This is why you are here. He's got Lumina Crash, max special attack Lumina Crash. He's not a setup set. Oh, the Dunsparce. We chew 2 of them at -2. No, this is a good set, sir. Do we Rock Slide or do we Body Slam? He's Terrafire. I think the play is to Body Slam and try to get the para. Oh, he calm-minded. He calm-minded in my face. The disrespect. Punish him, the Dunsparce. Mr. Drill Girl. Let's go. Paralyze that motherfucker. Ah! Let's go. Yes. He's Lumberry. Unfortunate. We should still chew 1 Lumina Crash. We should still chew 1 Lumina Crash. Store power is going to be kind of crazy. He's at +2 speed, +2, +1, and then +1 defense. Does he have Lumina Crash? I should chew this. Oh wait, fucking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Dunsparce. Let's go. Let's go, the Dunsparce. That's them segments, baby. That's them segments. Let's go. Fly high, bitch. Look at all those wings. We got 6 pairs of wings and they're just trying their absolute best. I'm having a great time. Oh, that fucking Espatra, bro, gave me nightmares all fucking week. Big shouts out to, all right, I stacked to this. Big shout out to Sven. Absolutely gargantuan. Oh man, if I can get a pair here, that would be fantastic. Oh. We did not get it, unfortunate. Okay, we still have a full health Sylveon. We're okay. I'm gonna spam this thing. He doesn't have close combat, which is interesting. All right, so Quack, KO, the done. He's at +1 now. +1 to our boy, to our girl Arya. Aqua Step never K's. We're at 248. 248. It never KOs. If he's adamant max attack, let's just say he's fucking water. Mystic water. It does KO that way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in Arya. And then we're gonna show him the fucking tech. The quick attack tech, baby. 2 quick attacks should... Oh, maybe not. Is he Mystic Water? 56% chance to KO if he is. I don't think that he is. I think the play is to Hyper Voice. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Is he Roselli Berry? I don't think that he is. I think that Sylveon is just gonna run away with us now. Oh. Big shout out to T.Rey. Do me a massive favor. Down in the description below will be a link to his YouTube channel. My man is the prince of the BBR, the champion of the D League, and he put on one hell of a performance. I am so excited that we were able to fucking escape the jaws of Espathra. We ended up winning 3-0, I believe, because we did lose Sneasler. And my heart rate is sky high to the roof. If you guys did enjoy this matchup, do me the massive favor, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment what you thought. In the description will be a link to T-Rey's channel. Please go over to his site, subscribe to him. It would mean the absolute world to me. Leave a comment on his video, tell him that we sent you. With that being said, we got the big dub, baby. We pulled it out after last week. Big 2-1. We're going off strong. Man, I'm ready to fucking take it. Let's get it. If you guys are excited for this season, show some love, baby. With that being said, I'm gonna get the heck up out of here. Have a great rest of your night, and above all else, be nice. Peace.